Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Figgins, the Public Information Officer for Marion County. The video you are about to view is just one part of a multi-part series that I have put together in collaboration with the Marion County Board of Supervisors, the publicly elected officials of Marion County, as well as the department heads of the non-elected offices of the Marion County government. This series of videos is designed to provide you, the taxpayer, with information on how the Marion County government utilizes your tax dollars to provide the many services that are available. Thank you again for joining us, and please watch the channel for future videos. Welcome back. I'm Marion County Public Information Officer Emily Figgins.
And I'm Michaela Bigaouette, Marion County Treasurer.
And we asked Michaela here today to talk a little bit about property taxes. So Michaela, what do you have on us for property taxes?
Well, I always tell people tax statements usually go out the third week of August. State fair time is kind of your trigger that we send tax statements to people's mailboxes. We get a lot of questions this time of year. So we've put together some information that hopefully will help answer some of those questions.
Oh, perfect. We'll be right back.
Welcome. I'm Michaela Bigaouette, Marion County Treasurer. By now, the 2022 property tax statements should have reached Marion County residents. Those were mailed out the middle of August. A lot of questions are prompted this time of year, and so I'd like to take this opportunity to cover a few of the basic ones. First of all, we get a lot of phone calls. When are my tax payments due? If your taxes are paid by escrow, it's important to note that that statement is for your information only. Your escrow company will go out, get that information digitally and pay those on your behalf, but you as the resident are entitled to have a copy of that statement. The first installment is always due September 30th. If the first half is not paid by that date, penalty of 1.5% will begin to accrue, and the second installment is due by March 31st of the next year. It's important to note that any taxes that remain unpaid on the third Monday of June every year will be offered for sale at our annual tax sale. I don't want to get into the weeds about how the tax sale works. Just tuck that in the back of your memory, that important date, and make sure your taxes are paid in full by then. Here's a copy of the bottom half of your tax statement. There are two payment coupons, one for September, one for March. Please make sure that you bring or send these stubs with your payment. Don't make us guess where your money goes. And a lot of people will call us and ask, how can I pay my taxes? We have lots of different ways in office, of course. We also have a drop box that's available outside the south side of the courthouse 24/7. We do accept cash, check, debit, and credit card for an additional fee, and office hours are 8 to 4:30 on regular business days. You can always go the old-fashioned route, mail us your payment, make sure that it's postmarked by the end of the month, and I caution people, make sure that you pay early. Mailing on the last day of the month does not guarantee a timely postmark. You can always pay by phone. We only accept credit card, and there is an additional fee of 2.25% due. And we also encourage people to pay online. We have a link on our homepage, marioncountyoiowa.gov. And I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about payments because we get a lot of people that don't have escrow. Less than 30% of our residents or property owners actually do have their property taxes in escrow. So the answer is yes. Absolutely, yes. So many yeses. You can make partial or scheduled payments by clicking on the property tax icon on the treasurer's page of the county website. Again, marioncountyoiowa.gov. You want to click on that fun little pay property taxes circle. You'll scroll down once you get to the tax page until you see partial and scheduled payments. There's a link at the end of that section that will take you to our payment vendor. You can set up scheduled payments however it works best for you. We also get a lot of questions about what affects my taxes. Why did they go up? Why did they go down? Usually, why did they go up? So first of all, On the middle of your tax statement on the front, above those payment coupons, you're going to notice your valuations. This is also known as your assessment. This is not my wheelhouse. The county assessor does this, but properties are revalued every odd year. The valuations are based on home sales from the previous year. And a few key points to remember: the law requires them to be within our assessments to be within 5% of fair market value. So pay attention to that assessment when you get it in the mail in April. There is a limited protest time, and it's spelled out in that assessment notice. Right underneath your assessment, here you'll notice the total assessed value, but yet here's the taxable value. That's important because this number here is what your taxes are actually calculated on, and that's determined by the rollback, which is set by the state of Iowa. Basically, a lower rollback means a lower taxable value, and sometimes this can help offset those assessment increases. In this middle part of your tax statement, that's where your credits are itemized. Again, I'm not going to jump into the weeds on that, but forms and information are available in the assessor's website on the different credits that I have listed. The one exception is elderly and disabled credit is available in the treasurer's office by February of every year, and that's due June 1st. It's a very important date to keep track of if you qualify for that elderly credit. So then if you turn your tax statement over, you'll see the levies that are set by our local taxing authorities. So you'll notice a list of the different, this is where all of your tax dollars are going. For example, Knoxville School receives 58% of your tax dollars. This year, that's how much went of this tax statement went to the Knoxville school system. That's how much went last year. The next section over itemizes the total dollar amount that was levied for this year, for prior year, and it shows any percent increase or decrease in that dollar amount. So what else should I know? Again, on the back of your tax statement, we encourage you to read the fine print. All of this good information that I've gone over is on there and more. For example, this year we put in a different color the elderly and disabled tax credits and information in hopes of catching more people's attention. So if you have questions, you can always call our office, 641-828-2202. We do experience a high call volume this time of the year. I encourage you to leave a message. We'll call you back. Otherwise, you can always email us at this address. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Welcome back. That was a lot of information that Michaela got put together for you. Hopefully that answers any questions that you might have, but as always, feel free to reach out to Michaela's office. Her or any part of her staff could answer them for you. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks, Michaela.
Thank you.